Hey guys, Galactic Storm here. Welcome to the show. And today, it's another Rampage video. I've been really busy along with work. There has been drama all around the house. And, well, for me, it's just, I get really stressed out when it comes to it. On drama specifically, but work, it's cool just having work back, and here I go starting with lag. And I'm in the T1E6X. The T1E6X is a Tier 2 light tank. It is a modified version of the T1 Cunningham, the Tier 1 tank. But for this one, well, this thing has a good fire rate for one, a good reload time, but this thing has a horrible signal range. I mean, it has decent penetration, but this thing is horrible when it comes to armor. I mean, this thing won't even stand up against anything else. And I figured out one thing, like over the past few times. There's a T1 that pretty much got his ass handed, but it's the auto-aiming symbol, or the auto-aiming thing. I've just figured that out, and I should have thought about it many times before. It's pretty good when it comes to like light tanks and, well, tanks that are pretty much out in the open, but it's not really that much. Doesn't show as much when it comes to like weakness, or it shows like weaknesses in that, but it really doesn't show that. But it's good for like if you're on the run or anything that is, if you have a good tank and such and have good penetration power and all that. But other than that, we're on mines, and we're pretty much, it's 4-3 right now. I'm trying to figure out what's going on here. I'm trying to go after that light tank, another T6 or T1E6X, but that got finished off real quickly. So I decided to go in here. Artillery's trying to go after me. They want my deck really badly, and you can see all the bullets that are going through around the rounds, the shells, etc., etc. So I tried to go out here. I tried to go right near this little barn here, and there's a Panzer 1 right there. Panzer 1s are one of the newer tanks that they're in, and I took a few hits. I backed off. I tried to reload, see what he's trying to do, and he's not paying attention so far. And then I tried to shoot him up, and holy crap, the barn went bye-bye due to that artillery sound. And I got hit by a Panzer Jagd 1. So I try to go around. There's a cruiser right there, and those things are pretty powerful. I'm down to low health now, and I just did my repairs on the track, and I tried to figure out if I was able to go down there. And well, I had to get rid of that last bullet. I don't know how to reload on this thing, but anyway, I decided to go down there, go to their spawn, and well, just pretty much make a wreck of things. I've got 2 kills so far. Now let's try not to disappoint myself. So we pretty much won at this point. We're just trying to feast on the scraps on the other tanks that are left. And there's a light tank that just popped around the corner. I tried to go around, look for some points, or I secured some points for the capture. And then right behind me, out of all the blue, the artillery was there, and I didn't pay attention to it. I got like 2 shots onto that tank right there, and there's the T-57, Tier 2 medium or artillery. Try to go after it. The artillery scumbag must die, and there he goes. Unfortunately, but 2 kills isn't bad, especially if you're living. And now we've pretty much won, and like on the updates beforehand, they've changed a lot of the victory, and well, they modified like the HUD and more tanks, etc., etc., and more maps. And well, there we go. I destroyed a T1, which was pretty low, and I damaged a T1E6X. But I had 7,000 silver and 700 experience, and try to go down here. Damage T-57, Panzer 35, Cruiser 3, Panzer 1, and Look at how much damage it did there. Found 278, which is like usual for a tank, or for this tier and that, and for a light tank. So the T1 E6X isn't that much of a bad tank. You just have to know how to use it. And let's head to the other video that I have planned. Alrighty, and for the last video I have, this is when I'm actually playing good on the Jagdpanzer IV. This is a Live Oaks, one of the newer maps that you'll get along with the map pack. Well, I think it's earlier. I don't know which map pack it came from. But we do have a good decent amount of competition. There's a Churchill, there's a Tog, there's two Hellcats, a KV-1, Panzer 35, M7, a whole lot of good tanks on either side. So I pretty much have no idea where to go to because A, I'm really new to this map, B, I'm in a Jagdpanzer IV. I pretty much have to have support all around here. And I pretty much decided to follow these other tanks right here. There's a Hellcat that's following me, or there's a Hellcat that's going right down there. But there isn't that much support with us, because I know at this point on this part you will have to have some tanks that know what they're doing, and if they get this side really well, you would pretty much secure this area and you would win. And there's a Hellcat right there, a tier 6 tank destroyer. Hellcats are really good tanks, but the only thing about them is they have really weak armor. With the tank destroyer line that they're from, the American line, and holy crap, look how much damage I did to that guy. Yeah, it was a whole lot. But with this Jagdpanzer IV, it really doesn't have that much armor either. So I took one shot, I took another shot, I took a huge shot from the Hellcat, and well, he got taken care of, and my ammo rack, my loader got killed, but I revived him really quick. But thanks to those tank destroyers on the side, they pretty much finished him off. I gotta stop saying pretty much. So we go under the bridge, and we go up the hill, and we have no idea what the other team was doing. What we figured out was the whole team over there was well, they were pretty occupied when it came to the because up there's what looks like a I don't know, like some kind of building. There's buildings all around there. There's there's a medium tank right there. So I'm trying to go after him at first, but I am unaware about the other tanks that are over there as well. There's a Panzerfaust. It's one of those big ass tanks that will, well, it's a tank that's going to be a successor to the Waffenträger, and well, you'd have to deal with that. I never tried that Panzerfaust. I just have to upgrade it up to it. Now after those tanks were destroyed, after a good wasteful time of it, I decided to go down furthermore, down to the spawn, and I'm gonna go artillery hunting. I'm gonna go kill some scumbags, on what people would say. Artillery are scumbags. Well, mainly because they kill themselves right after they found themselves exposed. Well, let's not make that happen, shall we? Now we go down here. I'm in a Jagdpanzer IV, I don't understand. And with this, I pretty much have the second package, and with high explosive, you can do a lot of damage with it, even when it didn't penetrate. Now, what we're trying to find here is, we have an M44, tier 6 artillery. And this guy is pretty much unaware of what's going to happen behind him. Hello there, Mr. M44. Surprise butt sex. Prepare your loops. Ouch. And that's just one shot. I can only imagine what a KB2 would be like. There's an M7 priest. He's trying to run away like a little pussy. Try to accurate on him. And a nice little shot there. The scumbags are gone. And now we have to go after the other tanks that are on the other side of the map. They've been occupied, or our other team has been occupied by that other side of the map. And for good reason. Well, there's a Hellcat right there, and that was really close. If it, well, I would have been killed easily by that Hellcat as well. And luckily, I was the first one on the draw. So, what we have left, we have, I think, there's an M6, a TOG 2, which is one of my favorite tanks. But I think there's also a, well, not really. I was going to say the KB1, but I don't know. Or it's gone. There's only the M6 and the TOG 2. So I decided to go down there, try to finish them off. If we're smart enough, we'll survive. And pretty much, I'm sure that we're going to survive this one. So, and I will be making 2 videos this week because I forgot to make a video on Sunday. I do videos every week, well, once every week. Mostly it's going to be on Sunday. And here we go. I go down here. There's the M6. And there's the TOG 2. Pretty much without cover on this tank, you're going to be mincemeat. 57mm of armor won't even protect against the simplest tier 6 guns. Especially like a Sherman Jumbo, or a Panzer, or a KB1, or most likely a KB2. So I tried to go in for the last shot here, and it missed. Shit. And unfortunately, well, the TOG 2 was aiming at me, so I decided to hide, but it got finished off. 3 kills. And yeah. And we won. So, while this thing tries to update, well, not really update, to load up to the finishing screen, here's what we got. We have 22,000, almost 23,000 worth of silver, Reaper, 2,100 experience, and it was a good win. I haven't had Reaper in a while. Reaper is when you pretty much kill person or tanks with just 1 shot and no other shells. So I destroyed an M7 Priest, M44, Hellcat, a TOG 2. Well, I didn't destroy the TOG 2, but I damaged it, and another Hellcat. So I did over 1,300 damage with that. And, well, luckily I didn't get killed by that, because I always get killed in the on the Panzer 4. So vote, rate, comment, subscribe, all that fun shit. Galactic Storm, and I'm saying, keep charging, bitches.